It's giving desperate. It's giving broke. It's giving I'm an absolutely horrible person. Hello, my bestie boos. Welcome back to my channel. I'm TheMomLatrice, and today I'm going to be telling you about the time that somebody scammed me in the Facebook group. I purchased something from them and I didn't get what I was expecting, but it's a lesson learned. I am not a perfect person, so I made mistakes too, and I'm going to be completely honest with you in this video. Get ready with me as I pull myself together because, honey, I was looking a hot mess and I needed to do something with this face and with this hair. So sit down with me as I talk about my experience. Let's get into this video. Okay, you guys, I know I look crazy right now, but I already put my base on. I did my foundation, my powder, I did my eyebrows, my mascara, all that stuff, because I've done a get ready with me before. I've done it a few times actually, so I'll just go ahead and link that above so that you guys could just look at that and see what I do. But yeah, so if you can see by the title, I got scammed, y'all. I got scammed. It's the worst feeling in the world, right? When someone scams you and they promise you something, you agree upon a price, and then you don't get what was agreed to. So it's not a good feeling. It's not anything that I would ever do to someone. And so I was feeling really upset about it. I was really frustrated. I was like super mad about it. But someone suggested that I just make a video about it, you know, and maybe help you guys out so that you don't end up in the same situation as me. So I'm just going to apply my lashes. I don't know, there's no brand name on this. It just says luxury mink lashes in the style DB84. I don't remember exactly where I got these from, so I'm sorry about that, but I have lashes in my Amazon store. I'll link them down below. The ones that I usually use in my videos, I have that link down below. So if you're looking for some cute lashes, some everyday lashes, then go ahead and check my link. But yeah, I'm just going to apply the glue to here, and then I'm going to let these sit for a while so the glue can get kind of tacky. If I had any tricks for like applying lashes, because I do get that question a lot, like how do you apply eyelashes? I would definitely say don't put too much glue, and also let the glue dry a little bit. Let it get tacky so that when you actually do try to apply it, it's not sliding around, moving around, putting glue everywhere, because I have glued my eyes shut before. I sure have. I have glued my eyes shut before, and it's not a good feeling. So yeah, I'm just gonna use my Fenty bronzer to just bronze up my eye just a little bit more. Just give it a little bit of color. I haven't been wearing eyeshadow lately. I just like a little bit of bronze in my eyes so that my eyes don't look flat. Don't look flat or plain. And then I'll just put a little bit of that same bronzer underneath my eye just to give it a little bit of color. So yeah, I was buying Mickey Mouse from House of Sillage. So if you know the House of Sillage perfumes, you know that they come in the cupcakes. I'll put a picture right here. Cute little cupcakes. They are adorable, and they recently, well, not recently, I think this was last year, they released Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse from House of Sillage. So the presentation is beautiful. I love the box. I love the ears. I love the crystals on top. I love that there's real gold underneath the lid of the perfume bottle. So I love all of that, right? And so I wanted to get it, but your girl loves to save a coin, and I also like supporting other people. So in some of the Facebook groups I'm in, sometimes I'll go ahead and purchase perfumes from individual people who are selling out of thetheir collection. I'm just going to highlight here. I'm using the same one I always use. Check that video out, you guys, if you want to know specifically what I'm using. But I'm just going to highlight. Yeah, so I've purchased from people in Facebook groups before. I've purchased on Mercari before. I've actually sold on Mercari before as well. So I like supporting regular people because, you know, sometimes people, you know, they love a fragrance and then they don't love it anymore, and then they want to try something else. Especially with the economy the way it is right now, you know, sometimes people sell their products, and there's nothing wrong with those products. They just, you know, maybe need a little extra money, or maybe they just want to downsize their collection. Whatever the case is, I enjoy supporting people. because I love when people support me as well. So I was like, you know what? I was on one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, and I said, you know what? Let me just see if someone's selling House of Sillage Minnie Mouse. Okay, I don't know if that looks different. I'm trying out this new lighting setup, so let me know if you guys like it or not. So I came across her post. She had posted, everything looked great, and I was like, you know what? Let me see if she's open to negotiation. So I messaged her on Facebook and I was like, are you open to negotiating on Minnie Mouse? You know, would you be open to it? And she said, yeah, she would be. So then I asked her if I could do 200 instead of, I think she was saying 250. And so then we ended up agreeing on 225. Now, Minnie Mouse is $400 before taxes. So I thought that was going to be a great deal. A lot of times House of Sillage does have discount sales and they'll do 50% off. So I was trying to wait for it to go down to the 50% off, but it's so popular, it was not budging. So I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and do it for the 225. And I mean, it's not cheap. Like, that's nothing to sniff at. That's not something that I'm just willing to walk away from. But, you know, I was just like, you know what, let me just go ahead and do it. I'm going to give her a chance. She was a new person in the, not necessarily a new person in the group, but she hadn't really sold in the groups before. So I was like, let me just see, let me try it. I think the glue's tacky enough, so I'm going to go ahead and try to put these on. And I cannot talk when I do this, you guys. I have to concentrate. So I probably should have let this dry a little bit more because it's moving a little too much for my, look, see? I'm going to leave this in here because I want you guys to see letting it dry more is really the key. I look crazy. Letting it dry more is really the key to like getting it on there correctly, because when it's not dry, it's going to move around. You're going to stick it on and then one side's going to come back up and it's going to just frustrate you so much. So definitely I would recommend letting these sit and dry. Some people say 60 seconds, but sometimes it takes a couple of minutes depending on how much glue you put on in the beginning. So yeah, I asked her, we agreed upon the price. She agreed to ship it. And at first I was like, you know what? I really don't need to buy anything else. But since you know, you're willing to give me a good deal, I'm going to take the risk. And I thought about it. And then later on that evening, I messaged her and I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. Let's do it. So she was like, okay, great. You know, I'll let you know when I ship it out. And I'm like, okay, I'm feeling really good about the situation. Then she messages me that she shipped it the next day. And then she says she prayed over it and all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, she's a good person. Like, I feel pretty good about this situation. So that was, I don't remember what day that was. I think that was a Monday. And then, no, not a Monday. That was, I can't remember exactly. I think it was a Sunday and then she shipped it out Monday. But so I get the package 4 days after our first communication, which means that it probably arrived within 3 days. You guys, these eyelashes are humongous, but I kind of like them. Like, sometimes I do. I like being extra sometimes. Yeah, so then I got the package. As soon as I got the package, I got nervous because you could still see that the package inside was sticking out a little bit in between the shipping box. And I was like, okay, this doesn't look good. I'm getting a little nervous. You know, if it was $25 or $50 perfume, I wouldn't care, but I paid $225, but it's worth $400. So I'm like really afraid that this bottle is going to be damaged. I was right. But so I opened it up and y'all, I'll insert the video here of what happened to the box. So the box was really damaged. The box looked like it had been chewed on. It looked like a dog had got a hold of it and was gnawing on it from the inside. She didn't wrap the actual perfume bottle inside of the package. Now, I know that House of Sillage does not wrap their perfume bottles inside, but they do have like styrofoam pieces in there. They do secure the actual perfume bottle inside of the exterior box. Okay, so it's a rookie mistake. I was like, okay, she probably doesn't ship perfume a lot. You know, I can understand that it's a rookie mistake. Am I disappointed? Yeah, I'm super disappointed, but she is an individual seller. I wasn't expecting a perfect box. I wasn't expecting a perfect perfume bottle. So then I was like, well, let me just look at the perfume. The bottle was dented up under the lid where the gold is. So it's dented. It looks like a lot of bubbles because it's real gold. So, you know, real gold is soft. So when the lid was rolling around in the box, it was like denting up the lid. The sprayer on the bottle was damaged too. It would not spray out. I could not get the juice out of the bottle. So the lid was damaged. The box was chewed up. The sprayer was damaged and it was not working. You could see that the juice had leaked out everywhere because there was pink perfume all over the box, all over the lid and everything. So I was so disappointed, and I'm like, I knew the risk when I did it, and I did take the chance. So I take responsibility for that part, but I bought the perfume. I spent $225 and I didn't get what I expected. So I'm like, let me let her know. Maybe, you know, there's something she can do about it. Just going to take this MAC Extended Play Giga Black mascara and just do my bottom lashes. I messed up, but I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm just going to brush it off with a Q-tip. Yeah, so I was like, I messaged her and I was like, hey, I just got the package. It's damaged. I'm so sad. Like, you know, the package was wrapped, but you didn't wrap the perfume inside the bottle, so it was rolling around inside. I sent her a video. I was really understanding. She came back and she was like, oh, I wrapped the perfume bottle. Girl, like, why are you lying to me? I'm the one that opened it. It was not wrapped inside, which is a rookie mistake. And so, like I said, I messaged her. I told her I was very understanding about that. I'm like, you know what? It's a rookie mistake. Did you get insurance? Contact the insurance. Maybe they can do something about it. I'm just using you can use any brown eyeliner. You can use any brown eyeliner you want for this. So yeah, so at first she was super nice about it. At first she was like, oh, I'll wait for the noise to stop. Okay, so at first she was super nice about it. She was like, yeah, I got insurance. Don't worry about it. I'm going to call them first thing in the morning and all of the $400 should go straight to you. You know, she was really apologetic about it. And I was like, you know what? Thank you so much for being understanding. You do not have to give me all of the $400. I'll just take the $225 and I'll ship you back the perfume. And, you know, if you get everything, great. You know, I'm not trying to win in this situation. I just want to be made whole if possible. So she was like, okay, I'll get back to you. I didn't hear from her. Now, I don't remember if it was a day. I think the next morning I messaged her because she said that she was going to call the insurance company and find out if she could get refunded, you know, the money back and send it to me. And then she messaged, and then she was like, I'll send you the money right now and all this stuff. And then she was like, oh, I don't know if the check is going to go straight to you, so let me go figure it out. And of course, I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem. You know, I'm being super naive, being super sweet, you know, trusting her because she seemed like such a nice person. And I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know, it's a rookie mistake. You know, you can't let any dead space be inside of the box when you ship things, or otherwise it'll be moving around. I'm trying to, you know, be as nice as possible about the situation because if it was me, I would feel bad that my customer got a damaged package. I have been in a situation before where my customer got a damaged package and I made it right because not only do I care about being a good person, I care about my customers. I care about my reputation in the groups, on my selling sites and all of that. So I want to make sure my customers are happy. Obviously, everybody doesn't think that way. So I didn't hear from her. So then the next day I messaged her again and I was like, hey, have you heard anything? Why do I have to reach out? But anyway, I have to reach out. Okay, so I'm going to apply Pat McGrath Labs Elson 01. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's Elson 01. Hopefully you guys can see that. I love this lipstick. It is the perfect blue tone lipstick. And I damaged it. I had the tube of lipstick sticking up and then I put the top on it without turning the dial down. So I completely damaged my lipstick, and I'm so sad because this is like my favorite red right now, but it's okay because I'm gonna use it. I'm still gonna use it, honey. I have a brush here and I'm just gonna use the brush to get it done. So yeah, I messaged her. She messaged me back. Oh, I talked to the insurance company because the bottle's not broken. They're not going to refund me the money. I also went to the administrators in the other groups to get their advice, and they agreed that because the bottle isn't broken, that, you know, there's nothing that I can do at this point, and I don't want it back. Excuse me? Because you don't want it back? I was just like in shock. Okay, and so when I started responding, because I was hot at this point, and I'm just like, because you don't want it back, you're gonna leave me with a bottle that I can't even use. So I messaged her back and I was like, listen, this shouldn't just be on me. I was like, it's not just the box that's damaged. And I explained to her what the problem was. The sprayer was broken, it's leaked out, the lid is damaged underneath. Crickets, honey. Crickets. She did not respond to me at all. Okay, so I'm like, I'm still trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I also was kind of shook because she went to administrators in the Facebook groups that we're both a part of. So I'm like, now you're bringing in other people, and I was really trying to just work this out with you, and I just felt like I felt so betrayed. Not that she owes me anything except a bottle that I paid for, a working bottle. But I was just like, girl, why are you doing all of that? And because you don't want it back? I was hot. So she never responded to me. So I waited another day because I'm like, okay, well, maybe she needs time to think about things. You know, maybe she needs to sit on it for a minute, wait another day. And then I messaged her again. I'm like, hey, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to respond to me. I haven't heard from you. I'm like, I purchased the bottle the way that I saw it in the picture. I was like, I can send this back to you, and I'm sure someone else will buy it, noting all the damage, because some people just want the perfume inside. I really don't care about the perfume inside. I like it because it's cute. You know, House of Sillage bottles are all about the presentation, honey. So that's really what I wanted because it was cute. I didn't care about the perfume inside. So maybe you can resell it to someone who cares about the perfume and you can make your money. Crickets. No response again. Part of me was like, should I let this go? Like, it's $225. You know, I'm a single mother. I'm not making any money off of this content. I'm not making any money on Instagram, anywhere. You know, I do this because I enjoy doing it. And so I don't have $225 to throw away. So I posted the damaged bottle in the Facebook groups, and I'm like, look, guys, you tell me, what do you think? So I'm posting the pictures here. You guys tell me what you think. Am I being unreasonable? Because if I'm being unreasonable, let me know. And I'm open to take criticism. I'm open to being told when I'm wrong. And so that's why I posted it, because I wanted advice, right? This is such a pretty color, y'all. Like, this is my favorite red. And I'm so mad that I messed that up. But yeah, so I'm like, I'm open. If I'm wrong, y'all tell me, right? So I would say 20% of the responses were, you know, when you buy from a personal seller, you maybe expect that. And then 80% was like, oh, no, that's not right. I would be mad too. I just do that to get like the red off of the inner part of my lip so that when I'm talking, I'm not talking with like red lipstick on my teeth. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. But okay, so I was like, okay, well, I'm not being unreasonable then, because the majority of people are saying they will be upset as well. So then after that, and I got the feedback. People told me that I wasn't being unreasonable, all of that. So I went on the original post and I commented. I was like, I felt the need to warn other people because I don't want anybody else to be out $200 and something for a perfume, right? So I was just like, hey guys, you know what, y'all be careful buying from her because I purchased the fragrance, it's damaged, and now she's ghosted me. She's not responding. Because at that point, she hadn't responded to me in 48 hours. All of a sudden, she starts responding on the post, claiming that I'm being unreasonable because I want to keep the perfume and I want to keep the money. She called me a nuisance because I wouldn't go away. and that I started warning other people. So I'm a nuisance because I want the product that I pay for. I'm a nuisance because I just won't go away and accept a loss of $225. Now, when I saw the nails in the original post, I should have known right then and there that, you know, this was a money grab. And yeah, that's petty. Yeah, I was being petty, but I'm just like, girl, how you think that somebody just gonna walk away with $225 loss and not reach out to you, not expect anything? So then I'm just gonna set with, you know, the Charlotte Tilbury. So then I reached out to the admins of the groups that she had already went to. Like, I wasn't even going to do this, but because she had went to them, I'm like, you know what? There's two sides to every story. So I reached out to them and I was like, hey, you know, this is what happened. You know, what is there anything you can do? Because at this point, I feel like you shouldn't be able to sell in these groups. If you're going to do people like that, take their money and run, ghost them, fine. You know, I'm not being unreasonable. I'm not asking for all of my money back and to keep the perfume. The juice in the bottle is still there, but I can't work it. That's not what I agreed to. I agreed to the full presentation, the box, the perfume as it was when you posted it. That's what I agreed to. So, you know, and so the admins responded back to me. They're like, one of them was like, hey, yeah, she reached out to me the other day. I was hoping by now she would try to make it right. I actually suggested that she give you partial refund. The other admin was like, there's nothing I can really do. I can, you know, message her and give her some advice, but I can't make her do anything, which I totally get. Nobody can make someone be a decent human being. Nobody can make someone do right by people. But, you know, I even would have accepted her responding to me and saying like, you know what, I'm really sorry. I can't refund you any money. I'm sorry that it's damaged. Is there something else I can do? Or, you know, even a response. But after 48 hours, you don't say anything to me. And you think I'm just supposed to go away and then you call me a nuisance? Like, I was so offended. I was so frustrated. And I really genuinely care about people. I care about people and their experiences. And so I felt the need to warn other people that she was doing something like that. So then I posted what happened because a lot of people had asked me, can you please let me know who this is? I got so many messages. Please let me know because I don't want this to happen to me. I don't want to buy from this person. I wasn't going to put the name out there. And I even said that several times. But after she didn't respond to me after 48 hours, and then after she called me a nuisance for expecting what I paid for, I'm like, you know what? I don't want anyone else to go through this situation. So then I posted her name and I put all the receipts on the page of the messages that we had talked about between us. And you know, when you put your business out there, you have to be willing to accept whatever comes with that. You have to be able to accept people not agreeing with you. You have to be able to accept people agreeing with you. You have to be able to accept criticism. And I was willing to do that because I felt at the end of the day that I had to warn other people so that they wouldn't go through the same situation. Listen, the buying perfumes is a luxury. It is a luxury. It is not a necessity. It's not food. It's not shelter. It's not transportation. So at the end of the day, that was discretionary money that I had that if I lost, I wasn't going to be devastated. I was still going to be able to buy food and all of that, but it's still money and times are hard. So it's not like I'm being an unreasonable person. You can't do people like that. And if you want to do people like that, okay, you have to be able to accept the consequences of those actions. I am not going to stand by and watch her sell things to other people and then rip them out of their money. Maybe she does need the money. You know, maybe she needed the money. And I even said that. I said, listen, I'm done with this at this point. When I posted the pictures and the text messages and the personal messages, I'm done with it at this point. I'm taking it as a learning experience, but in good conscience, I can't just not say anything. Like, I have to warn other people because if I see her selling to other people and then they go through the same situation and I didn't say anything when multiple people asked me to say something, I would feel bad. I would feel absolutely horrible because perfume and fragrances, it is an expensive hobby. It is an expensive hobby, and it's not for anyone who is like struggling financially. So I'm not complaining about that. I'm not desperate in any way, but I'm not going to stand by and let someone just rip people off. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. So now I'm going to do my hair, y'all. My hair is a mess. Look at me. Look at this. It's horrible. It's dry. I haven't done it in a few days because I've just been laying around the house, and my hair is an absolute mess. Oh my goodness. Look at this. It looks like buckwheat. I just have a water bottle. I'm just going to spray, get some, you know, moisture in here because I have a lot of powder around my hairline because of the makeup powder and everything. So I just like to put a little bit of moisture in my hair, especially this part because it gets super dry. My hair is really, really thick. And if I go any length of time without putting some moisture in it, it is going to be wild. And I also like to use, right now I'm just going to put some of the Cantu Shea Butter Leave-In Conditioning Repair Cream. I just put a little bit of this on my ends and like through my hair, just a little bit to kind of give it a little bit of moisture. I don't want a whole lot because then it'll be like too much. But I just like to do just a little bit on my ends. I had a part in my head. I don't know where it went, honey. You can't even see it. Doesn't have to be perfect because honestly, I am horrible at parting hair. Like even doing my daughter's hair, it's like that is the hardest part for me is parting because I am horrible at it. I need to, like, I want to take a class. I don't know how to really, you know, braid hair. I don't know how to do like any of those things. So I really want to take a class. My daughter's 8, so I mean I can do like the little kid hairstyles and stuff, but I'm like, she's getting older now and she doesn't want all of like the little ponytails and stuff that I usually do for her, and it's really breaking my heart, y'all, because I want to like keep her a little girl forever, but she wants to grow up, as she should. So I'm trying to learn like new styles to do for her hair. And my baby likes to look cute, just like her mommy. She got it honest. So I just want to comb the ends out a little bit because it starts to get like really kinky at the ends. Now I'm going to use the Eco Professional Styling Gel, the olive oil one. This is the one I like the most, you guys. Like the other kinds, they don't hold my hair down as much as this one does. I need the hold, so this is the one that works best for me. I've tried a few of the other kind as well, but I think they have like castor oil. They have like a few different variations of the Eco Styling Gel, but this is the one that I have found that works best for my hair texture. So this is the one that I use. I like to put a little bit of like the little sideburns, little baby hair situations. It's just what my personal preference. You do not have to do this. I just like it. Like, plus I have a humongous forehead, y'all. I have a Riri head. It works for Rihanna, so I'm gonna make it work for me, okay? I saw a meme one time and it was like, pretty girls have big foreheads. And you know what? It made me feel a little bit better about myself. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this, put a little bit on the back of my edges, and then I'm gonna brush this out. Yeah, so I posted that, back to the story. I posted that and I'm like, you know what? I'm just putting this out there. And I was a little petty in my post. I did mention her nails because I'm like, because some people were like, oh, well, her nails have nothing to do with it. You know, that was petty of you mentioning her nails. And it definitely was. But you tell me how you're going to feel if you lose $225 and somebody ignores you and then calls you a nuisance. Okay, I'm allowed to be a little bit upset. I'm a human. So I did feel a little guilty about that comment. I'm not going to lie. I did, because really her nails have nothing to do with the fact that she's a scammer. that she scammed me. But I said it. I regretted it. But again, like I said, I'm a human being. I make mistakes too. So, especially because I was so understanding of the mistake. I felt duped. I felt robbed. I felt like I was treated unfairly. But again, like I said, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take this L and I'm going to move on. But some people were like coming at me hard. It was like divided. They appreciated the fact that she actually tried to do something about it with the insurance. But as soon as she realized insurance wasn't going to cover it, because when I called the insurance, they said, number one, she didn't declare it as perfume, which is why I got it so fast. Number two, she didn't wrap it properly. And that's why they wouldn't, you know, honor it, because she wasn't honest and upfront about the shipping. When she wasn't honest and upfront about the shipping. So yeah, I had to take that loss, y'all. It was a hard one. And honestly, my blood pressure was so high. Like, I was so upset about the whole situation. Especially because when she first messaged me, I had told her, like, I really, you know, don't need to be buying this right now. I bought so much, but I really want it. So, you know, I'm gonna, you know, trust her. And she seemed so nice. So it just felt more than losing the money. It felt like a betrayal. I guess that's the best way to describe it. It felt like a betrayal because, you know, she seemed so nice. She prayed over it, you know, and it was just like, you want to pray over things and be a good person until you have to make something right. You want to pray over it and be super nice until there's a problem. So, you know, being a good person means being a good person at all times. Being a good person even when it's an inconvenience to you. Being a good person even when it may hurt you financially. You know, that's what being a good person is. And that's the kind of person that I am. And so sometimes I expect that from other people. And that's when the problem comes in, because I know you can't expect people to do the things you would do. I know that. I really do. But I was hot. Okay. I'm going to fix my edges with this Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Paste. I've had this for a while and I haven't used it. So I'm really trying to use up a few things. So I'm going to see how this does with my edges, because like I said, I haven't used it in a while. But yeah, like the comments were so wild. That post, like, it was so crazy, that post. Like, some people were understanding of what I was going through. Some people were like criticizing me for, you know, expecting essentially what I paid for. So I don't know what that was all about, but it's like, how do you not, like, so you would be okay? You would be okay if someone did the same thing to you? I don't think that you would be, but okay, if that's what you want to act like right now. I mean, and some people were like really taking my comments personal, and I think they were frustrated maybe about having bad customer service experiences themselves, or like selling to people and then the people were complaining, not legitimately so. And I'm like, okay, so you're feeling really triggered right now because I didn't say anything about you. I'm just specifically warning people, you know, to be careful of someone that is not being a good person. To be careful of someone who's selling a product and not delivering that product. So, you know, life is a mixed bag, honey. Got to be willing to take the good with the bad. And I did. Like, it is what it is. I don't have the I don't have the perfume anymore, or else I would just show you guys right now. I already gave it away because I can't even look at that box without being irritated now. I can't even look at it. So I bought another one. And I'll probably like show it in another video, but it was just so irritating, you guys. I always have a hard time with these little things. Like, are these called sideburns? I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing. I just like them, and I always try to do them, and I always have a hard time. So then I just take this hair back here, I'll twist it underneath like that, and then I just use some bobby pins and pin it under. And this is like the style I have been wearing nonstop lately, because as you can see, I have a lot of hair and it's really wild and crazy sometimes, and it's really thick. And so just to have it like neat, I will pull it back, slick it back with some gel. That's pretty much it, y'all. I need to, oh, I didn't highlight my nose. Just gonna do a little bit of highlight on my nose. I don't want to do anything too crazy, but I love a good highlight, honey. Just tiny, just a little bit, and a little dap here to make it look like I have like a little button nose, even though I don't. And then I re-highlight my inner corner because I love that inner corner. It makes my eye look more awake, don't you think? What do you think? I think it makes me look more refreshed, more awake. And as I get older, I can use all the help I can get looking refreshed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me put on my jewelry. I also have been loving these earrings. I got them on Amazon. They're also a dupe of the other designer earrings. I won't say the name of them, but you can see. I'll put the link for these earrings below as well. I have been absolutely loving them. They're so classy. They're water drop earrings. I got the really extra large ones. Look at that, y'all. They are so pretty. They're not heavy at all, and they're actually 14 karat gold plated. So they are super shiny. They are super cute, okay? You can wear these to work. You can wear these out and about, like for date night. You can wear them for girls' night. You can wear them like literally anywhere. Look at that. Oh my gosh, y'all. I love these earrings. Like, you follow me on social media, especially on my SheLoves_fragrance. You will see these earrings. I wear them all the time. Like literally, I'm about to buy me probably like 3 more pair because they're inexpensive. They're so pretty. They're really classy. They look like I spent $1,000 on them, honestly. They are just that cute. I feel so pulled together. I feel so classy. I feel so cute. Okay, with all that being said, how can you avoid getting scammed? If you're buying from an individual, like in a Facebook group, maybe Marketplace, maybe OfferUp or something like that, make sure that you do your due diligence. Look up that person's reviews. If you can't look up their reviews, do a post in the group that you're in and say, hey, just doing a respectful, legit check on this person. Put their name, maybe put a clip or a snippet of their Facebook profile and say, hey, just doing a respectful, legit check. Just want to make sure, because you know, we work hard for our money. Nobody wants to lose their money to someone who is not honest, diligent, legitimate, good person, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, absolutely look up references, ask other people around, do a search of their name in the group that you're in, and make sure that there's someone who has sold things before. If you're on OfferUp or if you're on Marketplace or something like that, look at their score, look at their reviews, make sure that you're really doing a legit check on these people. Another thing I would say is probably the biggest thing is to purchase it with the credit card, purchase it through PayPal, not friends and family. Make sure you're purchasing it with goods, the one that says goods, because they will absolutely have your back. Okay, your credit card company will have your back. PayPal will have your back. If you're not using friends and family, do not use friends and family. You know, those types of things, because if you are defrauded, you have a way to recoup your money, because then you can go back to your credit card company. You can go back to PayPal and you can put in a claim and say, hey, this person did not deliver on the goods and services that they told me they were going to give me. And then you can have a chance to get some funds back, because if you pay through Zelle, okay, forget it. If you pay through Cash App, forget it. If you pay through any of those avenues that don't have a backup plan, you are just going to be out the money, and it's going to be a hard loss to deal with, you know. And I know, because I'm speaking from experience. I trusted this person and they only accepted Zelle, and I paid through Zelle. So when I called and talked to my bank and asked them what is my recourse in order to get my funds back, there was nothing they could do, because they don't insure money that way. So please, please, please do your due diligence. Please, please, please pay in a way that you can go back and maybe get your money back if you've been defrauded. Those are the main things that I would say. You know, like I said, I have compassion for people, but there's nothing we can do if people are okay just ripping you off. And unfortunately, we live in a society where that happens a lot. We have to be able to take the good with the bad. That's something that I'm learning to do as I get older, honestly. Like, I really have, through the course of my life, expected people to do me the way I would do them, because that's the way I live my life. I live my life in a way that I'm not going to treat anybody the way I wouldn't want them to treat me. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to be completely forthcoming with everything that I do and everything that I say. Sometimes I'm a little too honest. Sometimes I share a little too much, okay? And I'm learning to pull back with that as well. But yeah, I do not want you guys out here getting defrauded. I don't want anybody out here doing that to anybody. So if I have to be the one to say something, to speak up, then I'm going to do it every single time with no regrets. So yeah, those are my top 2 tips on how to avoid being defrauded. You guys, be safe out there. I love you so much. I appreciate you so much. Please click like, subscribe, share, do all of those good things. Until next time, I love you, love you, love you, love you.